Hello, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Every Woman Wellness and more. And I am your host. And hello, June. June is here. We're in this, 6th month of the year? God is good. Today I'm starting off my June awareness, and I will be starting it off with Alzheimer awareness. That's what I'll be sharing today. If you're not familiar with Alzheimer is, I will be sharing some information, which I share every year. I also have an online boutique. I'm going to let y'all see some of my merch. I put it on a short, but I'm trying to set up some right quick. So y'all watch this for a few minutes until I come back. Kenneth, how are you? Happy Monday again, everybody. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend. And shout out to the ones that are doing the Walk for Wellness Challenge. I did see some of the videos I was able to share y'all out today. So shout out to Frank G, Sassy, myself, Miss Key Kitchen and more, and Ruthie This, That, and Family. I know I seen all your all videos today for Walk for Wellness. If I have overlooked at someone, let me know. The challenge is just to walk for 5 days. You know, you can do your own time. We don't have a time on it. You know, everybody know their bodies and they know their time limits. I'm doing mine with moderation due to the things that I deal with my joints. So this is a healthy challenge. And it's good that we, doing this challenge because walking is a good thing. So, but I'm going to get into my comments here. Today I'll be sharing about Alzheimer's disease. But I'm gonna get into my comments here today. Good to see you. I just seen your video. Just seen your video. Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see everyone. Did y'all have a good weekend? Did y'all have a good weekend? I said we in a new month, new opportunities, new blessings. And this month, awareness, I'll be talking about Alzheimer awareness, and I'll be sharing some things about mental health. You'll be seeing some information about that. I also will be promoting my online store. I have 20% off the next few days. I had a pretty good weekend. My best friend mom had died, so I had been spending time. She's just like my sister. And this weekend I was spending time with her. That's why I didn't do no live streams. I don't think I did. I think I did a video, I believe. But yes, I was being there for my friend. We grew up together. We classmate, we best friend, and she lost her mom. So I've been trying to keep her in prayer and keep her encouraged. And but she's doing okay. But and getting on the topic that I'm talking about, I'm gonna be talking about Alzheimer and dementia. And her mom did have dementia. Like my mom had the early stages. And it's difficult seeing your loved one go through things like that. It's difficult seeing your loved one um Alzheimer do something to the memories. They have you like my mom be talking, be saying stuff. I be like, I have to correct her all the time because when you have Alzheimer or either dementia, it blocks your memory. It stops you from remembering things. And every time I go with my mama, she always asking about her sister. And if y'all have any purple hearts on your chat, on your if y'all can put some purple hearts that represent people with Alzheimer, brain disorder, things like that. So I'm speaking on it today because I see my mom is living with it. She's living with dementia. They call it senile. They start getting it when they get real older. But I'm just gonna read some information about it, which I always do when it comes down to awareness. But I never try to diagnose anyone. My channel is not for that. I always just share information for awareness. I also have some as time awareness shirt. I have that going on also. Yes. I think Frank, you were telling about your grandma. Was that you telling about your grandma or granddaddy had Alzheimer? They call it the old folk disease. When people don't say Alzheimer, they say old folk disease. They do awareness for it every year in June. I have a shirt I had made last year. I was trying to find it today, but anyway, I do have on purple. that'll represent my mom, because she's, like I said, she's starting to get her dementia is starting to get a little severe now. Um, they're gonna have to probably do another CAT scan or CT on my mom to try to see, because it really ain't no cure for dementia and Alzheimer. It's not a cure for it, and I can tell she's starting to get bad on her a little bit, because she's talking about every day she say the same thing over and over, and I'm constantly telling her, uh, no, she died a few years ago. She talk about her sister every day. Every day, she talks about her sister every day. But I'm gonna get into my commentary. Welcome in everybody again. Frank, I saw you walking in Walmart. I got some errands tomorrow. I'm tempted not to go to Walmart, but I'm gonna have to go out. I'm gonna have to go in there, but I might ride me a scooter. But like I said, for it's the walking challenge, you can walk long as you want. How many minutes you want? If you want to do 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, it's all up to you. Just getting a little walk in sometime that day. Whether you could do it that morning or you can do it that afternoon. It's all up to you. But so far, I think we got about 5 or 6 people. I know Charlene was asking me about it. And I told her today was day one. Today was day one. And if anybody want to start, they can start today, and it'll end on Friday. Sometimes I go 7 days, all depend. But I probably stop on Friday. But I'm gonna still try to get me some exercise in. If I don't record, I'm still gonna try to walk a little bit. I felt pretty good walking a little bit today. You saw actually, that's what you said. I actually did the whole. I actually did that video Friday, and I just had it. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Any chance you get a little walk in, hey, if you walk into the store, you walking in the store, you still getting in some walking. So that's great. That is so great. I need to go to Walmart too. I got some errands to do tomorrow. Ooh, I be dreading to go out there like the first part of the month, because I know it'd be hectic. So we're gonna get into my commentary today. But Frank, what are you telling me about your granddaddy or your grandmother? Oh, okay. You did walk today. You had walked in Walmart, right? Oh, that wasn't your walk video? I shared it. I thought that was your walk video. Was that your walk video? Let me see. So the video you shared in Walmart, was that your walking video? Okay. Oh, I remember you saying your grandma, your granddad. I know it was you. I thought it was um your grandmother. Okay. But this is what I'll be sharing, which y'all probably heard me talk about this a lot. I like I said, I do it monthly, so it's just that time a month. Yeah, okay. That's good. That's good. That's why I say you can do videos or live stream, whatever, whenever you get your time in. Don't, you got stuff going on, take care of what you need to take care of first or whatever. You can drop the video anytime you able to. Put it like that. I think I did about 10 minutes this morning. I had got up, right? I said, Lord, let me get on up. I thank the Lord for waking me up and everything. I said, I'm going to go on out here and try to walk a little bit. As soon as I got through walking, I came back in the house. I went right back to sleep. But it wasn't that bad. Tomorrow, I probably try to go 15 minutes. Each day I might try to go a little bit further. But I know I got some errands to do too. So I'm going to try to get in a few minutes tomorrow. Yeah. But other than that, I'm doing okay. Like I said, this weekend I was with my best friend. She lost her mom. She lost her mom to cancer, and she also had dementia. So I just been being there for her. She just like my sister. We've been friends since elementary. And she have always been there when it come down to my family or my mom. She has always been there. I got fibromyalgia there, but it's supposed to be the other thing. Okay. You had a good little haul I saw. It said, I gotta bring it closer. It said pre-coded and it dropped today. Oh, okay. Okay. I see it. I saw it. I mean, I shared it, but I'm finna get into this, go through this right quick, just show some brief information about Alzheimer. I'm sure if you got a loved one that have been through this or either gone through this, I know it can be challenging because, like I said, I see my mom go through this every day. I have to keep constantly reminding her of things, um, and then she like, you know how you try to tell your moms or older people when you try to correct them, boy, they'll tell you right quick. That ain't what it was. I be trying to correct her right. Then she'll still be talking about, no, they ain't how it's supposed to be. But I try to correct them because I don't want her to be thinking the wrong thing. But you know, it's just how their minds is when they have dementia and Alzheimer's. So I'm going to get into my commentary. Anything that I share today is for educational, entertainment purposes only. My channel do not diagnose or assess or recommend anything for anybody. Anything that you're going through or anything your family's going through, make sure you consult your doctor. Make sure you talk to your medical provider. I only share information because of the awareness of each month. And this month I'll be sharing Alzheimer awareness, dementia, brain disease. And I'll also be sharing some things about men health month and some more different little things I'll be talking about for June. You know, I started this how my channel been going for a while. Every month I try to share awareness and share information concerning what I be talking about to let people know that they are not alone out here. There are millions of people that are dealing with it. And like I said, I see my mom, it's just seemed like hers starting to progress more. And the doctor was telling me it's not a cure. Only thing we have to do is make sure she's comfortable, make sure she's safe, and make sure she don't have anything that gonna harm her. You know, cause my mama can't get up and walk anything like that. But there are some have been patients that deal with dementia or Alzheimer. They tend to walk away, or they tend to get lost, or they'll leave home, or they'll get things like they'll try to get things out the kitchen and things like that. So you have to really keep an eye on a person that is going through Alzheimer's because it's dealing with their mind and their brain. So I'm going to read. You probably already know what it is, but if you watch it at replay or if you're in my bushes, if you decide to come to the channel, this is what I'm talking about today. So right here, Alzheimer's disease is also called senile dementia. And I'm just reading the overview of it. A progressive disease that destroys the memory. Hold on. See, it messed with their memory. That's what it is. I know I constantly tell my mama over and over. It's just like I have to repeat myself because she'll say stuff, and I have to try to correct her. You know. They say it's a progressive disease that destroys the memory and other important mental functions. Brain cells connections and the cells themselves degenerate and die, eventually destroying memory and other important mental function. Memory loss and confusion are the main symptom. Yes, my mom should be very confused, very confused. So Frank, you said your grandmama went through it. If anybody else has seen their grandparents or their parents or anybody that you know that is going through this. I know it's challenging. And you don't like to see your loved one go through things like this. But if you're able to make them comfortable or try to, ensure them that look, they're loved, even though they're a little confused, and sometimes you just have to guide them back on the right track. So they said, no cure exists, but medication and management strategies may temporarily improve symptoms. My mom, she take medication for to keep her calm. Like she get real agitated, like restless. She get restless. So, like I say, it's not a cure for this, but they give you something to have you to be comfortable because she be having some restless nights. Sometimes she'll talk all day about different stuff. It just seemed like to me she talk about stuff in the past or stuff when she was coming up because she still talk about her sisters, the one that already has left her. She'll ask me, "You seen them today?" And I be like, I have to, I don't be want to upset her, but I be like, "Mama, she died. She died 4 years ago." I can tell her that today. If I go back and see her maybe the day after, she gonna ask me again. It's just like I'm constantly telling her, but her memory it didn't got like that now. The dementia is getting to her, and it get worse in time. Cause she'll be 85 this year. The older they get, the more progressive comes. Um, right here they were saying symptoms. People may experience cognitive mental decline, difficulty thinking and understanding, confusion in the evening hours, delusional disorientation, forgetfulness, making things up, mental confusion, difficult to concentrate, inability to create new memories, inability to do simple math, or inability to recognize common things. She knows us, but then sometimes she does get confused. Like she might call one of my brothers the other brother name, or and if she didn't seem like if she see my oldest brother come by, if I come over there, like if I see her maybe a day or two later, she might say, "You seen your brother? When the last time you seen your brother?" She be forgetting that he have already visited her. I said, "Mom, you came over him the other day." Then once I tell her, then she start remembering, but it just seemed like her memory is going bad, and it's due to having dementia. And like I said, we have to constantly keep telling her like things that try to bring her back to reality on things, because they be set in their ways that they think that, when they think they think they right. So, and you don't want to argue with your parents or grandparents or anybody that's dealing with dementia, because this is what they think they know, even though is this something that didn't happen maybe years ago, but this is what they are remembering at the time. So the doctor was telling us it is something we have to get used to. Um, long as she's not in no kind of difficult situation that she's not comfortable, or is it she where she's let me see something. Is she where hold on up here. I was trying to get on. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? I want to make sure y'all hear me. But it's very challenging, y'all. It's challenging to see a loved one go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's very challenging to witness uh, a parent, anybody that that you love. You don't want to see them having dementia or anything like that. But it's part of life. It's part of getting older, you know. And I just try to make sure my mom is comfortable as she possibly can, and just try to keep her encouraged and tell about things that going on now. Okay, they also said behavior, they can be aggressive, agitated, difficult with self-care, initial, irritable, meanness, repetition of own words, personal changes, lack of restraint, or wandering and getting lost. Yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of people that you have to really, especially the ones that are able to walk on their own, you really have to keep your eyes on them because they tend to wander off. It's not good to leave a person with dealing with dementia or Alzheimer or any type of senile or brain disorder. It's not good to leave them by themselves, especially like, just for instance, if you go to a park or go to a carnival or something, you might want to take them, but you just can't let them, even though they might can walk, but still you don't want to just leave them by themselves because they might get lost and they want to know how to find you. So it's best to have someone going through that, make sure they're right there with you. I can remember one year, I think I shared this before, it was a man was missing. It was a man missing and he had dementia. They were saying he tends to wander off. I think they did find him, but it was like he hadn't gotten in a car with somebody. I think that's what they said. He hadn't gotten in a car with somebody. Because when they're going through dementia, they even forget their own relatives. They even forget people they know. Because sometimes my mom called my daughter me, and sometimes she'll call me my daughter, or she'll say things like call somebody else another name because her memory is starting to decline. Last week I was like, yeah, it's starting to get her real bad, but she's here, and I thank God for his grace and mercy for keeping her here. But I have to keep myself prepared for things like this. Um, okay, the next one is I'm just reading like the symptoms of Alzheimer. I didn't share the whole thing, but I shared most of it. Um, Mood, they be angry. Sometimes they be like just be real agitated, and loneliness. They just have their mood. It ain't that I don't think they realize what they be doing. It just because of that disease have them feeling that way. Psychological depression, hallucination, or paranoid. The whole body lose appetite or restlessness. Also common is inability to combine muscle movement or jumble speed. Yeah, sometimes my mom, she be trying to say something. Sometimes she'll say good, some stuff. Sometimes be in a complete sentence, and then sometimes she like she be trying to say something, and then like the words are not just there. And now, like I said, I didn't share this. I know some of this stuff by heart because I think I done shared it maybe twice or 3 times or more on my channel since I done had my channel because I've been talking about Alzheimer. The 5 symptoms of Alzheimer. The 5 common symptoms of Alzheimer's disease include memory loss that disrupts daily life, challenges with planning or solving problems, difficulty completing familiar tasks, confusion with time or place, and trouble understanding visual images and spatial spatial relationships. I know my uncle died a few weeks ago. Her sister had died a few weeks ago, and they showed my mom the picture. She remember my uncle because they used to ride together. They used to go to church together. Uh, he used to take her to the store and stuff like that. But she did. she did remember him, and then she also bring up, she asked about him too. I said, Mom, you know he died last month, but she did die last month. Okay, these are 5 symptoms. Here are more details looked at these symptoms. Memory loss that disrupts the life. This can include forgetting recently learned information, repeating questions, or losing track of familiar items and location. And that's why I was saying my mom, she had the same thing every day. I'd be like, no, Mom, that ain't how it is. I don't mind trying to make sure I get her back on the track, even though I know the next day she'll still say the same thing. But that's just how things be when you have dementia and stuff. Challenges planning or solving problems. They have struggles when it comes down to doing tasks, organizing, decision making, problem solving, such as managing finances or keeping track of appointments. See, my mom, we have to do all that for her. She don't, but she know about money now. That one thing she know about money, but we don't let her deal with trying to keep up. Now, before she got like that, my mom used to walk everywhere. She used to walk to the store. She used to do a lot. I used to be working, and people like, I saw your mama that morning. She used to get her exercise in every day. She used to go pay her bills. When her health started declining on her, she's in the bed. She's bedridden. So, yeah, hope I don't get emotional talking about it because it's my mom, but she's here, and I love her so much. And it's just part of what people go through. And when you see your loved one dealing with this, and if they're caring for them, it is going to affect you too. Caregivers and people that help take care of people that have dementia, it'll affect them mentally also because you see how they are going through what they're going through. You want to do all you can to try to help, but you already know that it's not a cure for this, but you're doing your best to try to make sure your parents or whoever you're caring for get the care they need. Um, they were saying the treatment, they have medication for it. You can do physical therapy, self-care. These are just some things that can help with someone going through dementia. If you're in my chat, I appreciate you. If you're in the bushes, can you please give me a thumbs up? This is a weekly thing for me. This is what I share. It just be on different topics every month. You see me sharing something different, and it's concerned wellness. So right here is statistics about Alzheimer disease. Okay, let me read this. This Alzheimer is a progressive brain disorder, not a normal part of aging. 6.2 million Americans are living with Alzheimer. The number of Americans with Alzheimer is projected to surpass 13.8 million by 2060. Wow. So people with Alzheimer is growing, y'all. The numbers are growing every day. Someone is suffering, someone is dealing with it. Miss Patty did. Oh, she did. Okay, thank you for telling me. See, I didn't know. Okay, did she just do it? I gotta check it out. So shout out to Miss Patty. I gotta go see it. I know we got quite a few this time. Got about like 5, 6 people in it. And I'm trying to keep up with the names. I don't know if McKee seen it or not. Thank you for telling me, Frank, because I want to make sure I don't overlook no one. But this right here is just showing how severe and how this Alzheimer has progressed over the year. It is There's no cure for it. And they predicting that it gonna get even worse. I remember I used to work in a nursing home and I used to see people in there, back then I didn't quite understand why the people would get up and walk away, and they get out, you have to, in the nursing home, you really have to watch those people when they are dealing with Alzheimer, because they will get out the bed. Sometimes they have to restrain them, and to make sure they don't fall out the bed or go somewhere and hurt themselves. I think that was Big Vi. He was over here talking about his grandmother, or granddaddy. I forgot which one, but he was saying they had to make sure that they had to make sure that they didn't go to the stove, mess with any kind of utensils in the house. You really have to keep your eyes on them, especially if they wander, and they might wander off in the kitchen, probably think they can cook, but we don't have that with my mom because she can't get up to do it. But for the ones that have relatives that are able to go in the kitchen and sit down and eat, but they also mess with things they shouldn't, so you probably need to keep an eye on them. But there are just some of the statistics about as time. I just put like little information in here that I want to talk about, and that's a lot. And they saying they're gonna surpass up until 2060. Ooh, child. 2060. Gonna get. I guess the numbers probably gonna be double by then. Mm. So anybody dealing with this or got loved one dealing with this, just know that you are not alone. There's millions of people out there dealing with this. They said right here, Alzheimer's disease, the number six. Let's see what it say. 16.3 million Americans. It's just saying about the same thing that I share. It's just showing like different statistics about it. I don't know if y'all can see it. 1 in 3 American will be diagnosed with it. Okay. And the medication they give for as time is basically just something to help them rest. It's something to help them rest. So yes, I'm gonna take that down. This is not a fun thing. It's not fun. It's not something you would want to experience. And you won't want, you don't want to see no one you love go through this, but they're just part of life. Those are something things that after you get certain ages, you start going through different things. We go through different stages in life, different stages. Some people end up with Alzheimer, dementia. It just all depends, and they don't know what caused it. They don't know what caused Alzheimer. They just know it do something to it's something from your brain, and it'll affect your memory, but they still doesn't know what's the real reason for it. So that's what I want to share today about that. And it's challenging, very challenging, very challenging. Just looking up some information right quick. But I hope everybody's that have came in, I hope they have had a good day. So you said, Miss Pat, I gotta check out her video. Type it on right quick. So I got that. I need to take that down right there because it's showing fibromyalgia. And I had talked about that last month. Like I said, we're in a new month. Summer is on the way. It's a nice, seem like a nice summer day out there now. Nice summer day. I was just telling someone the other day, the way these months rolling by, this year gonna be gone. I'm telling you, you can already tell it's June already, y'all. Time is not waiting on no one. Time is not waiting on no one. That's why you have to take one day at a time. Take one day at a time. Had to change that background because it was showing fibromyalgia. Let me see what else I got in here. I should have had it. Let's see. I think this one don't have the writing on it. Let me see. That one is still together writing on it. No doubt. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put up another background. This one should be okay. Try. But yeah, purple represent Alzheimer. Purple represent a lot of awareness. But, let me go in my chat for a minute. But I will be sharing different information about Alzheimer. The day I just wanted to let you know, we're just talking about what is Alzheimer. When I do another segment, I'll probably share how challenging it is for a person to have it and a person to care for someone. So I'll be doing different little sections of it. I just want to come in and make sure I have acknowledged the ones that did come in. And I'm not going to be on long, just sharing some information. But if anybody, when I get to the fourth, let me see, at least coming up to the fourth show or the third show, if anybody want to come up and share about their relatives of someone that dealing with Alzheimer or someone they know, if you have any experience being around people, like I said, I'm going through it every day, seeing my mom having dementia. And hey, Sears, how you doing? I had to look on my phone. I didn't know you was in here. Happy Monday. Good to see you. You know, I'm back at it, girl. It's a new week, new month, new opportunities. And I'm sharing June awareness. I was talking about Alzheimer awareness and brain disease. Do you know anybody with Alzheimer or you know somebody would have it? Either Alzheimer or dementia. And my mom, like I said, my mom got diagnosed with dementia about 2 or 3 years ago. And it seemed like this, I could starting to tell that it's starting to wear down. It's starting to get more severe because she, constantly saying things, and I have to constantly keep repeating myself. But I do what I can to help see about my mom because my mom brought me into this world. So I try to do what I can when I'm able to do and make sure that she's okay. Yep. So did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend, series? Frank, did y'all have a good weekend? I was with my best friend. Like I said, my best friend lost her mom to cancer, and she also had dementia also. She also had dementia. Hey, Dane, I didn't know you was in here. I love you too. Good to see you. Good to see you. I have official Dana J here. I couldn't see your name on the computer, so I'm looking at my phone. Y'all make sure y'all connect with Dana. He's the channel I started off with when I first came on YouTube. When I decided I wanted to follow in somebody's chat, he was the first chat I went into. So I'm part of the Dream Team. He's the CEO of the Dream Team. He got different channels. I saw him on another channel earlier. Good to see you. I love you too. Yeah. Hey, Sassy. I didn't know all y'all was there. Hey, Terry. So I can't see the comments on my computer for some reason. How's everybody doing? Good to see everyone. I'm just sharing some awareness about Alzheimer. Do y'all know anybody that have it, or y'all know anyone that have been through it, or y'all caring for someone that have dementia or Alzheimer? It's very challenging, very challenging. Y'all can connect with each other by typing the word troopers, and y'all link will drop. Sassy, I did see your video. Frank, thank you, Sassy. Frank, I saw yours. Hey, Miss Key, I didn't know you was in here. So I can't see the comments on my computer. Y'all doing all right? So far, we have like about 6 people. Miss Key, you been seeing the people videos? I think we have about like six people in the challenge this time. I gotta go check out Miss Patty. They said Miss Patty walked today. I know it was me, Miss Key, Sassy, Frank, Ruthie, and Miss Patty. I think Charlene says she gonna be in it. It's just 5 days of walking. You can time yourself, whatever you how far you think your body can go. I know how far, I'm walking in moderation. So I think it's gonna be a good challenge. Walking is good for us. Yeah, I didn't know y'all was in here. I was in here just talking. Good to see everyone. I'm giving everybody their flowers. If y'all want to connect with people that came in, just type the word troopers and y'all can. And I was asking the question, do y'all know anybody that gone through dementia or have Alzheimer? Like I said, my mom, she's gone through it. Sess, I thought you was a moderator. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I thought you was a moderator. Yeah, I thought you was a moderator. I don't know what happened to that. Shout out to my members. Appreciate y'all for the membership. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did mine by early this morning. Oh, I am, girl. Woo. But my doctor says it's good that I'm getting out walking some. You know, I walk far as I can. Uh, you had to deal with a lot when your grandmother was like that. I know, Frank. Like I said, I'm seeing my mom go through it, and it's just, and you be wanna. It's just like, cause she say the same stuff over and over, and it basically be about people that didn't left her. She be talking about the old days, and I just sit there and listen to her, and I try to correct her about it. Make sure that she understand. If she tell me about somebody that passed, cause her and her sister was so close, y'all. Her and my auntie were real close. I mean, they was see each other every day, every other day, because they wasn't staying too far from each other. Can we get some purple hearts in the chat? This is for the people that dealing with dementia or Alzheimer's disease. It's the same thing, but once it get real severe and it go to Alzheimer's. My mom, she's in the early stages. That's what it happened a couple years ago, but I know each year it seemed like it getting more and more severe for her. So Miss Key, I think about 6 people in the challenge. If I shared everybody out today, I gotta go see Miss Patty. So with Miss Patty, it'll be 6 people. I know the lady named Parika said she was gonna be in it. I don't think I seen her video. I try to share y'all. I'm gonna share a video from each challenge because I want to put everybody video in the playlist like we did on the other challenges. So shout out to all everybody that made those steps today. I know Sassy do them just like that because she do them every day anyway. Miss Key, I think Miss Key be walking a lot too. So y'all make sure y'all support all the way around the board. Frank did them, Miss Key, Sassy, Ruthie, this, that, and family, Miss Patty, who else? Charlene had said she was gonna do it, but I haven't seen a video. And Sassy, I try to keep up with everybody because I want to put everybody's name in a drawing when we do have the end of the um, season thing. I'm gonna put everybody's name in there. But yes, that's what I was talking about, Alzheimer and dementia. And I tell you, it just, whew, I mean, you'll be wondering what do they get up, what do they come, where they get these names from, where do they get all this from to determine what people have. Cause when I first noticed my mom getting like that, and she would mostly do it like in the middle of the evening time of the day, and that's when it really started bothering her, like mostly in the evening, and she would be talking and talking and be talking about stuff. I'd be like, I have to bring her back too. I have to bring her back to reality, bring her back to let her know what's going on now. And see, when they have Alzheimer or dementia, they be real agitated, they be real confused. The memory is bad. It's real bad. But it's not a cure. Only thing, if you got a loved one that's going through this, just make them as comfortable as you can. Make them as comfortable as you can. They have to give my mama medication before she can be able to rest. And that's how my CEO came up in here, Dana J. He be over there. He been sharing some things about the P. Diddy case. I think he was in New York last week. Y'all make sure y'all connect with him if you have not already connected. He does different things on his channel. Y'all make sure y'all connect with everybody in the chat. So everybody had a good weekend. You all caught up? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know Miss Patty had did it. I guess she must have did it when I went live or something. Because I've been checking to see. Like I said, if you want to put our names in the description, you can. Just make sure you hashtag. We got to be able to see your video. We got to be able to know, who did what. I still remember like yesterday, it was rough because I went to see her mostly every day. I think the nursery, I got tired of seeing. You got tired seeing me. I didn't care. Oh, you got tired of seeing her like that. I know. I be praying every time I go to my mom's house. I be like, Lord, I just be saying, Lord, just give her the strength. She's still here with me, but I know it getting to be a little bit invasive. It getting hard on her, getting hard on. I don't want to start crying, but yeah, you don't like to see your loved one go through like, um, you don't want to see your loved one suffering through things, and you're trying to do the best you can. And it's just like sometimes they like that song says sometimes your best don't be good enough, but you're doing the right thing. Yeah. That's what my best friend mom, she also had dementia and she died from cancer also. I was there trying to comfort her the weekend. That's why I didn't never come live. Then she gave me all that peach cobbler. I'm like, girl, I had to walk all that out today, y'all. It was so good. I ain't even want to get nobody done. I knew I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to. I ate some. I said I ain't gonna eat but a little bit. I kept on eating. I said, I'm gonna walk all that out this week. But I felt pretty good walking this morning though. I really did. Like I said, sometimes I walk, but I don't really record it. When I do on my own, I walk. But I know what my body can take and I know how far I can go. That's for anybody that going through anything. Don't overdo it. Do what you're able to do and when you're able to do it. Cause everybody know their body, everybody know what they're able to do. So I'm just looking up some. But yeah, make sure y'all watch each other. Let's support through the challenge. Let's watch each other videos or live stream. If you want to share it, be up to you. But let's just at least let's just make sure we comment on everybody that's in the challenge videos or live stream. Cause we're doing it as a group and we got, let's make sure we acknowledge everyone. If y'all haven't seen everybody that's part of it, just go to my community wall. Uh, Dana, you been doing okay? I'm just not seeing your thing on my computer. I had to go to my phone and look at the comment. I'm on StreamYard. I said, Lord, let it do right today. I said I'm gonna kick StreamYard to the curb. That's why I said, because sometimes they be acting up. Serious, how you been doing? I see you was in here also. Yeah. But other than that, I'm doing okay. Just trying to just take one day at a time. I'm just trying to make sure I ain't overlook nobody comments. But yes, like I said, each month I try to share different topics on different awareness. So June is Ass Time Awareness Month. It is also Men Mental Health Month. So I'm gonna share some information about that. Um, it's PTSD Month, Awareness Month. I probably share some videos on that. I try to have some stuff out, put out information or talk about it. I wanted to talk about this Ass Time and mention because of my mom. I do have my own awareness shirt, but I didn't put it on today. But I also have some shirts and different things in my shop. If anybody want to check those out, um, everything is 20% off. Yep. So I was trying to read something right quick. Did y'all have dinner today, or y'all ate leftovers from yesterday? I had cooked a roast yesterday. I told my husband still some in there. That's what I. That's what we had, some leftovers today. And I don't know why I can't come in on people's videos. Mickey, I seen your video, but I can't come in on your shorts unless not go through my phone. I mean, unless not go through my computer. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. Why I can't come in on certain people's videos. I think it got something to do with YouTube. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm trying to read what Frank had said. Okay, you said, hold on. So Frank, you remember how long your mom? I mean, did it start like when she got in her 80s? What age did your grandmama start going through that? Cause like my mom, she been diagnosed with it for a couple of years now, and I think it happened when you get like in your 70s, like as you get older, put it like that. But it would be real hard on people when they get certain ages. Hold on, my daughter's trying to call down. I'm gonna call her back in 1 minute. Cause the other phone is not charged up. Let's see something. Oh, she was in her 90s when it happened. You said I really can't stand June because both my mother and grandmother Wow. Both of them passed away in this month. Did they both have dementia or Alzheimer? Sorry to hear that, Frank. Let's keep Frank in prayer. Wow. Wow, Frank. When I got that phone, I knew she when I got that phone call, I knew she passed away. It actually was on YouTube when I got for real. Wow. You said they got tired of seeing you every day. I understand that. Let me see what my daughter want right quick. That's why when I have be on live, I go on and answer the call because I don't be knowing. I be hoping they don't call and tell me nothing while I'm on live. But I have to see what they talking about. Probably because my daughter they ain't heard from me today. They know where I'm at. I said if y'all don't hear from me, I don't get no call from y'all. Y'all look on YouTube. Y'all know where I'm at. Oh boy. Hello? Yeah. I'm on my I'm on live stream. Somebody is that gonna be me and my children, we talk. If I'm not riding down, we talk just about every day. If they don't hear from me, they gonna get their calling, they gonna call their daddy. But yeah, we try to keep in touch with each other like that, and be like, Mama, I ain't heard from you today. Because I'm not up there with them this week. Since they've been out of school, I hadn't seen them since the other week because they've been going to camp and I probably see them the weekend. But during the week now, I don't really be around them that much because they be trying to do something to keep them busy. But Frank, I'm sorry to hear that about your you said Frank was saying June gonna be a very hard month. It's a hard month for him. He lost his mom and his grandmother. Wow. It wasn't about the same date, was it, Frank? Was it the dates were different? Was the date different? That's a lot. That is a lot. You're in my prayers, Frank. So how many years? I don't know if he's still in child. Well, ask him how many years was there apart from each other. No, school is out, everybody. Some people didn't graduate. There's still colleges doing some ceremonies, but I think majority of the schools are out. I think they'll be out until August, I believe. Yeah, they be out about. I think they be out about at least 2 months at the most. At least 2 months. They all of mine, they busy right now. They in summer camp, daycare, and one on working. I said, "Woo, y'all give me a break." But I be missing my babies. I'm gonna see them the weekend though. I be missing. That's why I'm able to do some things on my channel because it's quiet. You don't really hear that much noise in the background. Cause y'all know if I had been right around my granddaughter, y'all would have been heard her by now. Yeah. I gotta check on my dad, see how he doing. He dealing with prostate and stuff. And sometimes it seems like he forget a lot too. And I was saying, oh Lord, is he getting that dementia? Oh, your mother had cancer. Oh, sorry to hear about that. So I mean, I would ask you like they dates. Were they dates close by? The date was June. What? Your date was June the 3rd when my mother passed. Wow, that's tomorrow, ain't it? Wow, Frank. Wow. Like they said, a lot of people have said when you lose a parent, it's very hard. The date was different, okay. A lot of people said when you lose a parent or a child, they said it hit hard. It hit different. I have heard people say that. 2004, 2014 and 15. Wow. So they was like a year apart. Sorry about that, Frank. That was a lot. That was a lot right there, Frank. Wow. Yep. When I was like I said, my best friend mama died, and it just I was sitting there with her and just I just make me think about my own mama, because she's up in age too, and I know what she's dealing with. I just ask God just to continue to give her strength, you know. My mom, she's very strong though. Sometimes sometimes she does. Sometimes she be said so right. Then she'll be like, oh, no, I ain't gonna say it about that, but she'll be like, oh, she'll say, oh shit, man. I'm like, Mom, you all right? And she'll say something like that. She'll be said so, and she realized she been said the wrong thing, and I be telling her, I said, it's okay. I said, just that what you going through. Sometimes she'll laugh at her. She'll laugh because she be like, she knows she being said so, you know. So I just said, Lord, I thank God for having her still here with me. Okay. Anybody else in the chat that they know someone have is dealing with this? And Frank, thank you for sharing. I know you had shared with me before, because like I said, I do this all the time. Um, I didn't know your parent, your mama, and your grandmother died within the same month. I know that was hard. I can remember when my mom, we went through like back to back death. My mom had lost a brother and her niece, and that was so hard. That was so hard. I mean, oh, it was hard because we had to grieve for two of them at the same time. My mom, my mama, brother, and her niece. And they wasn't. It wasn't his daughter. That was his. My uncle had died. That was his niece too. So we had to go to two separate funerals. I mean, it was happening the same. Like one was buried on the like that Friday. The Earn was buried that Saturday, something like that. And that was hard. It was hard to be able to have to go to two funerals. But that's just life. We don't know when, the time, the place. We don't know. We really don't. We just have to just continue to keep praying, continue to keep trusting God, and continue to take one day at a time. And that's all. And don't take life for granted. Can't take life for granted. Really can't. And I sat out that door yesterday with my friend. I think those mosquitoes, whew, I think they told me up. They told me up. I saw another waltz. Ooh, I almost freaked out. I said, please don't come near me. Please don't come near me. You can't really sit outside in the summertime. I'm telling you, in the hot, you really can't just sit out there. It's true. My friend talking about she forgot to give us the spray. That's why I'm over here now. So them things told me up when I was sitting out there in that yard. She said next time she gonna get one. That's why a lot of people like to get those outside things with the string to it. That'll keep some of the mosquitoes and stuff like that out. Okay, I'm just reading something right quick. But I'm sorry to hear about that, Frank. I know it probably gonna be hard on you tomorrow because you said it third, right? Uh, so they have two dates for Alzheimer. They have it in November and June. With Alzheimer disease brain awareness day, but November is the month. So that's what I'm reading here. Yep. I'll be going on vacation next month. That's what I'll be doing next month. Taking me a few days off. We're doing like a little family trip next month. Going to Florida. I'm just basically just going to relax. Yeah. We normally go when the kids get out of school. So that's then my granddaughter's birthday is next month. So it'll be like her little birthday trip also. So these days, kid don't be want to have no. These kids don't be want to have no birthday at home. Mm-mm. They be wanting to be going places. June is also PTSD awareness month. I'm probably share some. June is men health, um, mental health awareness month. So I'm probably see some information on that also. Whew, still feel like yeah, the mosquito tore me up. And then I had on a dress yesterday too. Oh my God. I wore the wrong thing to be sitting outside. So they say here June is Alzheimer awareness and brain awareness month, a time to shine a light on the importance of brain health and the impact of Alzheimer's disease on individuals, families, and communities. Like I said, it's a progressive neurological disorder dealing with the brain. Yeah. And the most common form of dementia, according to 60 or 80% of dementia causes, over 60 million Americans are living with Alzheimer, and this number is projected. Like I said, they saying they're gonna be even more when it get down. They're saying they project by 2060 it's gonna be then triple. You gotta take hold on, I know. Let me see what you say right here. I gotta lighten this thing up. I look at my mother picture. Oh, okay. Every day. Oh, you do? Frank, I seen you had shared a picture of you when you was a little boy. I said, look at Frank. How old you were then, Frank? I saw a picture of you on a video. Did you do a video, I believe? You look like you are, was you, how old you was then? Do you know? My stepsister sent a picture of me. I think I showed it before. She sent a picture of me when I was in my senior year, and when my daughter was little. I think I shared it before. I think I did. You don't know? You look like you were real young. This is right here. The brain is a complex and mysterious organ, and researchers are still working to understand the cause. See, they don't know what caused Alzheimer. They don't know what caused. They just know it's a brain disease. It's a brain disorder, but they don't know what caused it. They said researchers are still working to understand the cause and the mechanics of Alzheimer. However, we do know that brain health is closely linked. Overall health and the lifestyle factors such as exercise, diet, social engagement can play a role in reducing the risk of cognitive decline. My mom, she can't walk because she had her knees, she had bad knees, and as the older she got, the badder her knees got. So my mom can't get up and walk by herself. She have a wheelchair and stuff like that. And we try to make sure we stretch her legs and try to. I told her this week she's gonna be sitting up. She's gonna be doing a lot of sitting up. We try to keep her moving a little bit the best way we can. Cause they always say that bed will draw your strength, and she don't be want to get out that bed. She be having a fit about that bed. I be like, Mom, you gotta get out that bed. So I told her the other day, I said, when I come over here now, we're gonna be sitting up. We're gonna be sitting up. Cause she like to watch the stories sometimes. She'll watch the soap operas, or she like to watch like what they call it, Price is Right. There's certain things she will watch, and then sometimes she won't. So we try to see what she really like to watch. We'll put the TV right there where she can have it, where she's able to watch it and everything. But a lot of people are like, how you going, people question me how when it came down to my mom, what I should, like I said, she at home. That's what she wants to be. And so I'm glad I got family members that are now helping out with her. And it's not so stressful on me like it was. Like I said, I deal with my own health issues, and I'm trying to make sure my mom, my dad, then I start neglecting myself. A lot of people like asking, questioning me why I would never put my mom in a nursing home, because even though she have some dementia, but she's still able to tell people what she don't want and what she do want. You know what I'm saying? And if I would have mentioned that to her, my mom would be like, shoot. She know that nursing home is. She's like, she ain't going to no D. She'll say, I ain't going to no D nursing home. And then she'll start laughing. Like I said, some of her memory is gone, but not all of it. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell, like the older she get, the more it start to decline, and we just making her comfortable. That's it. But she good. She have me over there laughing. I be laughing sometimes. I like to be hearing all those some of those stories she share. I like to but sometimes I enjoy just listening at my mom talking about her childhood and things like that. Even though sometimes she might say it over and over just because of what she's dealing with, and then she might forget something. But yeah, I just come on and share like the information about whatever awareness I'm talking about. I see if anybody in the chat have dealt with anything like that, or either family members, and I ask question about if you want to share. Like Frank, thank you for, and I know you had shared that before, and I like shared about your grandmother and mom. I know it's gonna be hard on you this month, but you are in my prayer, and say you look at your mama picture every day. I see my mom. I try to see my mom every other day. She like 8 miles from me. That's why sometimes when y'all see me, when I be on the road, sometimes I be going to my mama house, or I be going to see my grandkids. I'm gonna go see my mama tomorrow. But yeah, but I'm right there with her. I just try to make sure she's comfortable. That's it. But people be like, how you gonna do this and you going through that, this and that yourself? I said, God, I ask God for strength. I ask him to be with me each and every day. And if it's something that I can't handle, I have to give it to him. I really do. And that's why I know I'm feeling better and about myself now, because I used to didn't give it to God. I used to just worry, I used to just stress, and it wasn't good for me. Now I start to let things go. Um, when things seem to bother me, to bother me then, and I try to deal with it. In other words, I try to deal with things and let it go. Because once you keep going on, and that's more stress, and that's not good. So I just continue to pray every day. I pray every day. Ask God to watch over me, my family, my channel, my friends, my mom, my dad, all my brothers. I just ask God to keep, just watch over us and continue to give us the strength we need, because we know it's not easy out here in this world. So Rahab was just reading some things about the Alzheimer and brain awareness. They said this month, let's come together to raise awareness and support for Alzheimer research, care, and advocacy. We can wear purple to show our solidarity, participate in fundraising events, and engage in conversation about brain health and dementia. And see, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like advocacy. I'm sharing. I'm talking to others, like Frank shared by his parent, his grandmother, and things like that. And as I continue to share information, people come in the chat. I'll see if anybody dealing with, or anybody in their family is dealing with Alzheimer. Like I said, I can tell since my mom been diagnosed with dementia, it has get like it getting tough. It's getting tough. It really is. But we're gonna keep on praying, and we're gonna continue to ask God to continue to ask Him to make him strong, make her stronger, and make us strong. Because when we see our parents or children or anybody go through something, it affect us too. Anytime you see your loved one going through things, it's gonna affect you also. Whether you got small kids or grown kids, it's still gonna affect you in some type of way because those are your children. So that's what I'll be doing this month, just sharing. If I don't come live, I will share a video, but it's gonna be concerning some of the awareness that I'll be sharing this month. And I just want to come on and share that and see if anybody in the chat know anything about Alzheimer's. So you know that it's a progressive disorder and it affects your memory, dealing with your brain. And they really don't know the cause of it. They don't know the cause of it. Like I said, they researching on like cancer. They'll say it's no cure for cancer because they are researching every day on different types of cancer. Because when I got diagnosed with cancer, I had never heard of it. I had never heard of thyroid cancer until I was diagnosed with it. I have heard of breast cancer, cervical cancer, um, pancreas cancer, stuff like that, but I never had heard of thyroid cancer until they diagnosed me. I started researching along with the doctors. I started asking questions. That one thing about me, with it cutting down to my body and what I'm dealing with, I'm going to ask questions. And then if I don't think the doctor is telling me what I need to hear, it's good to get second opinions. It's good to have another doctor opinion. You can go to your primary doctor and you can be going to a specialist, but if you still feel like you need some more consultation about what you're going through, get other doctors' opinion. Don't just settle for what this doctor gonna say. And most of the time, if you've been going to your same doctor for years and you like the way they take your care, and they're gonna make sure most doctor does relate your case. If they feel like they can't do it, they also share with other doctors. One thing about my doctor, if it's something she can't do, she gonna make sure she send you to somebody that can take care of you. Like certain doctors do certain things. They're specialists for different things. We got the gynecologist, we got the heart doctor, we have the one for the Alzheimer, they're the neurologist. The doctor I was going to was endocrinologist. I was going to a specialist for thyroid issues. They have doctors for that. I mean, they have doctors for different types of diseases, uh, disorders. Because when you're dealing with gut health, you deal with a gastroenterologist. I have a I have a gastroenterologist. I have a primary. I have a rheumatologist. I have a orthopedic doctor, that one that deal with my joints and stuff like that. Because I go to a pain center. That's why when I walked today, it didn't really bother me too much. Like I said, I wasn't trying to move fast. I was walking in a moderation that was comfortable for me. I'm not gonna sit out here like I can run a race and all that. I'm just doing what's best for me and what how it make me feel. So shout out to the ones that did the walk for wellness today. We did day one. We got 4 more days to go. But I want to bring that to y'all today. I hope some of the things that I do share when I does share different types of awareness, I hope it be helpful to someone that's going through it. I hope you can find comfort in some of the things that I do say, like sharing the different information about the awareness. Like I said, this month I'm gonna be trying to share a little information on different topics like I did last month. Um, I think tomorrow with Tuesday. I normally do testimony Tuesday, but I know I gotta do some errands first part in the morning. So I probably will share some videos tomorrow. But I do want to thank everybody that did come over. If I didn't get a chance to speak to you or didn't see you in the chat, just overlooked me because I was up here reading and I didn't see everybody that had came in. Okay. Just thank you, Frank, for sharing that with me, sharing that with us. And you will be in my prayer this month. You will be in my prayer this month. You know, you said you lost your mom in 2014, you lost your grandmother in 2015. And I know that I know that took a toll on you mentally. Like I said, my both of my grandmothers, mama, she's no longer with me. My dad and mama, they both been gone for years, but I still miss them. I think about them a lot. I think about things they used to share, the wisdom they shared with me. I think about when how they was cooking their food, and I think about how my grandmother now, she always had some money. Both of them, I don't know how, but they was able to keep money on them, whether it be a little few dollars, uh, loose change. Whenever we would visit my grandmother, I don't care when we leave, she gonna probably give us $1 worth of quarters or $2. They gonna always have something to give us, whether they give us something to eat on or they be like, back in the day, people used can save some money. Now you can't hardly save no money. Now you be trying to save money, but it always be something. You try to say, I'm gonna put this back for a rainy day. I'm gonna put this back for when I might need it. But it always be something they want. Can't just hold on to it the way you want. You might can do okay for a few days out the month putting back, but my husband be telling me, you love to be ordering. He said, I love to be ordering stuff through the mail. That's what he be telling about me. So about got a box in there. I said, yeah, you know I be getting my little boxes there, but I said, yep. But it's a way to do things. You have to budget. And if it's something you like, if you got the money to get it. But don't put yourself in nothing that you can't, don't get it overhead. In other words, don't do no more than you think you can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I wanted to bring that to y'all. I'm trying to see when I'll be back. Um, the next part will be about how challenging it is to care for someone with Alzheimer. That would be my next part. What I'll be sharing today. I just want to just share what it means. What is Alzheimer? What the symptoms are and things like that. That's what I want to share today. And it mess with your memory. It mess with your memory. Let me say something right quick. Because I noticed how my mama started changing. Maybe been about, see, was she 82? 80. When she turned 80, my mom gonna be 85 this year. My mama turned 80. I started to notice how she was getting what she couldn't remember a lot of stuff. And I would hear her say the same stuff over and over. And then like she just be how we first noticed it, she'll be like staring off. She'll be staring off in the ceiling, or she'll say something just out of the ordinary that is not reality. And then so we took her to the doctor and they told us that's what she was going through. And they did a CAT scan. Because that's how they can determine whether you having some type of activity going on with your brain. But yeah. So right here they said you mostly start developing dementia at age 65 and older, but it can also affect individuals in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. When dementia symptoms appear before age 65, it's called the early onset of dementia. If you're between 30, 40, 50, 60, if you start having like forgetting things, because I know I forget stuff a lot. They said you can start having symptoms of dementia at 30, at 40, at 50. It just be like an onset thing, but it actually start at 65. So the early onset dementia, this term refers to dementia that develops before the age 65. It can occur as early as someone's 30s. Wow. But it's more common between the age 45 and 65. The late onset dementia, this refers to the dementia that develops at the other, but start after 65. Like I said, my mom, she's beyond she's starting to creep up on her real bad now. It started out slow, but now we can tell that it's starting to progress more. So the age, this is what they're saying, age at risk factor. Age is the biggest risk factor for dementia, and the risk increases significantly with age. Like I say, I can tell from when they first diagnosed my mom up until now how things have changed. Thank you for the purple hearts. I can tell things have changed from she first got diagnosed when she was 80, and now she almost 85. So she been dealing with it for the past 4 years, but each year it started to get progress up, 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 up. So yeah. So types of dementia. While Alzheimer's disease, the most common type of dementia, overall, some types like frontotemporal dementia are most likely to develop in younger individuals, such as those in their 40s and 50s. I believe I'm going through it. It's gonna be like, Bible. Like sometimes, you don't know. Sometimes at my age, I'm 56. And I know sometimes I can put stuff down and I be like, I know I seen it. I know I had it. I know I put it down. Sometimes I be forgetting, like I said, I'm getting older. And it can be like that early onset of dementia. That's part of life. So some things we just can't change. Only thing we gotta do is just continue to keep living and thank God that we're able to be the age we are, but we know certain stages of our lives we are gonna go through different things. Women go through menopause. We have to deal with our menstrual cycle and all that different stuff. Men go through their mood swings and things also. And I'm going to be sharing that about our men mental health. I probably do that Wednesday, on Wellness Wednesday. Probably share. They said the men mental health start June the 9th. So if I don't do it this week, I'll do it next week. Okay. So the younger and early onset dementia, symptoms and planning. Younger onset dementia is any form of dementia that develops in people under the age 65. Getting dementia when you're younger can affect your life in different ways. See your doctor if you are concerned that you have younger onset dementia. This start at 30, y'all. This start at 30. It can be like a early onset dementia. Planning early makes it easier for you to manage your financial, legal, and medical affairs now and in the future. And if you feel like you're going through some onset of dementia at the age you are between 30 and 40, but you get the full onset at 65. So it's possible, they're saying it is possible that you can start getting the symptoms at the age of 30. When you catch yourself going through, like I said, I know I be forgetting stuff. I know sometimes I be having brain fog. I be like, Lord, I know I just seen it. I know I was just talking about that the other day. I'll say stuff like that. I'm easy to forget. Sure is. I forget a lot sometimes. Yep. So right here they said, what is the younger onset of dementia? The youngest onset of dementia is any form of dementia that occur between the ages of 14. Really? 14 to 65. Wow, didn't know that. So you can get young dementia, y'all. It's sometimes called a only onset dementia. Young onset dementia is the same as dementia in older person, but disease can affect your life in different ways. As a younger person, you are most likely to be employed full time, raising a family, financially responsible for a family, physically healthy. What are the symptoms of younger onset dementia? The symptoms of younger onset dementia can be different to those seen in the older adults with dementia. Symptoms may include changes in behavior, language, personality. Hey, Miss Key. Uh, she said, you said, I wonder if you can get it from a bad head injury. You might, but they really don't know what caused it. It dealing with your brain, your hormones, your age. They said symptom may include behavior, language, personality, execution functions such as attention, memory, and planning. Your work colleagues might notice that your abilities at work are affected. When you get dementia real bad, it'll affect people where they can't work, especially when they start losing their memories, stuff like that. So they really don't know what caused it, and they don't say it's hereditary. It's just like it just, you know, that's just how some just come up on you. Like sometimes you can be sick. You know how you'll get sick. Well, how sickness is just a pop up, and then you be like, "Nah, I wasn't like that last week." You catch a cold. Definitely, you catch a cold, and you know how you catch a cold. Sometimes colds will sneak up on you. They'll sneak up on you. Hey, Kenneth, how are you doing? Happy Monday. You doing okay? Yep, I'm about ready to get ready to wrap this on up. I try to, put out the information I need to put out. But we're talking about Alzheimer's disease, dementia. That's what we're talking about this month. And just talking about the symptoms of it and what it was about, things like that. That's what I've been talking about today. And it can be scary, y'all, having dementia, especially when someone is active. You see what I'm saying? If a person is very active and they dealing with Alzheimer or dementia, you really have to keep your eyes on them. Even though my mama can't walk and everything, but we still have to make sure she be safe. She grabs, or she might grab stuff, or she got to make sure she don't hurt herself, things like that. But for the ones that dealing with dementia or Alzheimer that are out walking and about, they tends to wander off. They tends to bother stuff or mess with stuff. They should, because it's just like they're like children. You have to really pay attention to what they're doing. Hey, Joshua, how are you doing? I'm talking about Alzheimer and brain disorder and dementia this month. That's what I'm sharing. Y'all know anybody that's going through dementia or Alzheimer? And I was just talking about you really have to keep your eyes on people that are dealing with this, especially if they're active and about, if they know how to leave out the house. Um, they'll wander off. They can get lost. Because their mind telling them that they want to go somewhere, which they probably shouldn't be going nowhere because what they have is not safe for no one to be out like that. Just to be honest. So there are 4 warning signs of dementia. I think I had read it earlier. I'm just gonna go over them right quick again. Memory loss, difficulty remembering recent events, appointments, and or familiar information, confusion and disorientation, being disoriented about time, places, or people, problem with language, difficulty finding words, understanding conversation or following instructions, changes in judgment and decision making, making poor decisions, neglecting responsibilities, and exhibiting impulsive behavior. So those are some signs of dementia. Like I said, my mom, yeah, she be confused, she be forgetting a lot, and her memory is getting better. It's getting bad also. So those are some part of the things that I have to see what my mom go through, and it's not easy. It's not, it's like wow, it's just how things happen. But anybody else going live next? Because I'm finna finish this off in a couple more minutes. But I do want to thank everybody for coming over. How y'all day been, Kenneth and Joshua? How y'all day been? Y'all don't forget to check out everybody who's part of the challenge. We're doing the Walk to Wellness Challenge. We're doing it for 5 days. We're on our day 1. You can go on my community wall. You can see all the people that have done it. I gotta go comment on Miss Patty's. They said she had walked today, so I gotta go check her out. But I will be sharing more awareness this month on Alzheimer. I'll be doing some things on men, mental health. I'll also be advertising my online boutique. I have t-shirts, summer vacation shirts, 20% off. I have mugs, bags, different things like that. I don't know if y'all seen my short. Um, I'm just gonna play this right here for a minute. This is my online boutique. I have had my shop about 4 years now, about 4 years, almost 4 years. And sometimes I make a sale, sometimes I don't, but I still advertise. Yes, I still have to, like I said, I still do my advertisement. But this is some of the things I have in my shop right now. Y'all check that out for a minute. So that's in my online boutique. You can see some of the things I have connected on my store. It's already connected to my channel. But those links to some of those things are in my description box. If anybody want to check those out. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming over. Anybody live? I think me kids, you live? Because I know you said you were gonna be doing your working on your hours. You know, she's working on her hours, so she basically be on every night. You know, like I was doing at night. And if y'all can support her, she would really appreciate it. You know, she's trying to get back monetized also. But I hope everybody have had a good day. Like I said, this is a new month, new opportunities, new blessings. Um, we're in the 6th month of the year, everybody. Um, I don't know what Miss Key at, but I think she might be live now. She might be live now. Let's see. I don't know who else. I did see just about everybody. I think I seen everybody challenge beside Miss Patty. Let me go over and see what she did. I see she did a grocery haul. This is she walked today. Let's see. She might did in a short. Um, I don't see where she did walking. I don't see what Miss Patty did walking. What she did it on a post or something? I know she told me she was gonna do it. But anyway, you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. And I'll see y'all on the next go round. I was trying to see what Miss Key live. If she ain't, she'll probably be going live sometime tonight. She mostly does about 8 or 9, something like that. Y'all make sure y'all check out the challenges. So next week we'll be doing a pineapple water challenge. And we'll be drinking pineapple water for 5 days. I gotta get me some pineapples. I think I'm gonna get me some tomorrow while I be at the grocery store. Probably do mine through the can. I might get some fresh one if they have some cut. But I ain't gonna try to cut no pineapples. I tried to cut a whole pineapple. I had a hard time trying to cut those jokers. But anyway, you guys, thank y'all. Y'all will be seeing more awareness over here. Um, you'll be seeing some more meal preps and things like that. But this month I'll be sharing more things from about Alzheimer, men's mental health, some more things I want to share. We know it's been to get hot, so I'll be sharing some things about make sure you stay hydrated, guys. Make sure you stay hydrated. What is that? Oh, that's a video? Oh, okay. Let me see it. I went to her channel. Y'all make sure you drink plenty of water, guys. Because it's finna get hot. Fixing to get hot. Let me see, can I see you put in the chat, but when did she do it? Because I don't want to her. It won't, I can't, it won't, I'm typing on it. I'm tapping on it, but it won't come up. And I just went to her channel. I just went to her channel. Did she just do it? A couple of my members in it. Thank y'all, Georgia Troopers. for being in the challenge. I tried to type in her name, but it wouldn't go through. When you put it in the live, it wouldn't. It ain't in the blue, you know. See, I'm going the vertical way. If I had went the other way, it probably would have showed up. But I'm gonna look again and okay, let me see. I see she had did like a big taste test. I'm looking at that now. She did. I wasn't getting no notification. I didn't get no notification. I did get yours and I got yours and okay, I see it. She did it 3 hours ago. Now I see it. Okay. Thank you, Frank. Sometimes I don't get the notification, but let me okay. She did it 3 hours ago. See, I ain't even done. YouTube don't let you know everything. I'm commenting on it now. I see it now, Frank. Yeah, she did it 3 hours ago. Wow. Didn't even know that. Now I did see yours and Sassy. That's why I knew y'all had walked because it came through with hers then. I see it though. But you always be saying you two be tripping on it, Frank. Okay. All right, y'all. I think me Keith finna go live. I see she said something on my phone. That might be her live stream. So right now we got 6 people. Charlene and the lady named Parika. You seen anything from them? I'm gonna try to go back and look at their stuff. Cause I know they said they was gonna be part of. Everybody probably ain't doing the whole 5, so I might be doing part of it. Cause Charlene had said she wanted to do it, and this other lady named Parika. You ain't seen nobody else, is you, Frank? Y'all have to be my eyes sometime because I don't. Sometimes I just don't get the notification. All right, so I got hers. All right, y'all. Let's see something for a minute. I don't see nobody else. I got Sassy. Got Miss Key. All right, y'all. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Have a good week. Keep your bells on. There will be more content coming up. Um, Tomorrow is day 2 of the wellness walk for wellness challenge. Also, you I haven't. Oh, you ain't seen nobody else. I know Parika. You know what I'm talking about? Parika and Charlene. Charlene would ask me how do it work, so I texted to her in a comment. You finna go live? You already been live? You already been live, Mickey? But I think so far we got 6 people. Let's see. I gotta count myself too. Key, Frank, Sassy, Ruthie. Yeah, we got 6 people. I think it's 6. Is that what you count, Mickey? You count 6 people? Me, Miss Key, Frank, Sassy, Miss Patty, and Ruthie. TNT TNT said she gonna do it. She told us to put her in there. I told her, can't put you in there. You have to put yourself in there. We can't add to, I can't add nobody in the challenge. You gotta participate in the challenge. That's how it works. She said about add her in there. I told her that ain't how it works. So she probably gonna be in it, but I had to explain it to her. That's how can't say you're gonna be in it and can't count if we don't see anything. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be fair around the board. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Continue to stay blessed. Did y'all see TNT do anything? Yeah, I know. I know. But you ain't seen her do anything, did you? Because she said to put it in there. I'm going to go to her channel, see if I see anything. Y'all see anything, let me know. But I haven't seen it. And I don't want to, overlook nobody. Huh? Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Frank, take care of yourself. And you said tomorrow, you're in my prayer. And keep, you got memories of your mom. Just think about the good memories and stuff like that. And I'll see y'all on the next go round. Y'all have a good night. Stay encouraged and always stay what? Prayed up. And thanks for everybody that came in. I saw Dana came in today. I was like, what? I know I've been over on the Dream Team side, but I told him I've been over here trying to get this challenge back rolling. Seems like it's going okay so far, but YouTube does have their rules. And I've been peeping in over it. I already thought I had them left. I said, no, I'm still here. I just been putting out content over here. And then I've been going through some personal things. You know how they go. But I try to support much as I can when I'm able to. That's all we all can do. Because we can't be on everybody live stream, everybody video. And that's what we call replays. So I do thank the ones that do watch from the bushes or the ones that watch when I finish my replays. It does help. So on that note, I'll see y'all on the next go round. Bye bye.